My name is Roz Seiler, and I'm from Austin, Texas. I have MS, but my MS presents itself in pain, and therefore just kept getting on more and more drugs. My life was getting nowhere. The symptoms just started in '98, and that's when I got diagnosed too. Probably had it 15, 18 years before with symptoms, but they went away, and they never did anything about it. So I was diagnosed very quickly, which is unusual with MS. It only took a couple of months. My typical day would be intense pain, my right arm down to my hand, and at times went to both my feet, and just horrible pain, very uncomfortable. I no longer could really use my hands, period, because it hurt too much, and I used to do counted cross stitch all the time, and I no longer can do that. Couldn't even cut my own meat, so write, do anything basically with my hands. Even though I had use of them, the pain was too great. It's now 4 weeks later, and I feel fantastic. My life has been saved. I'm a long way from becoming totally healthy again, but I'm a lot further along than when I first got here. One of the main things that I figured I could do now that I couldn't do when I came in, I sat down and wrote a 1.5-page letter that I have not been able to do for years. I used my hand, and I could write, and with no pain. So whether I can go back and start my cross stitch again, that may be in the future, but I plan on getting full use back of both my hands. I hope I'm going to seem totally different. I think I will, just because I know I look different, and I feel different. I'm more alert. I know what's going on now. I can concentrate, and it's been so much easier the last 2 weeks. So I think everybody's going to be totally shocked, and especially my 5 grandchildren. They've never known me, so that to me is going to be the most exciting. I came with the hope that I would leave drug-free, and pretty much that's what's happening. When I came to Sanoviv, I was on about 10 to 11, and now I'm only on 3, and actually 2 of them, because 1 doesn't count. 1 is my Copaxone, which is an MS injectable drug that really doesn't have anything to do with the pain. Traditional doctors would just keep giving me additional pain medications. Each time they kept trying more and more pain. They go through. I was on so many narcotics. I was on 8 Percocet a day, and prior to that, they tried me everything. Vicodin I was on years before that. And the pain actually started many years ago when I was first diagnosed with TMJ. So I've really been on Vicodin a lot longer, but when the MS started. But it was mostly ended with the Percocet, 8 a day. Plus, Duragesic pain patch, I'm still wearing that. They had hoped to get me off of it, but that's been minor from what everything else they've gotten me off of. But at one point I was up to 100, changing it, 100 micrograms every 48 hours. I found that my entire body was a complete wreck. All those years of all those drugs have torn up my liver, and have been on, the only way that it can be helped is the intense detoxification, and that has made a big difference. When I came to Sanoviv, I tell you, when the van first turned in and that gate opened, I just went, oh, but I was so foggy. I think that's the best description. I was in a daze, and just walking around and going, this is pretty, this is nice. And then even once they started the testing, I hardly remember those tests. I think there were too many drugs in me. But I made it through. I felt total numbness and a lot of pain. The drugs were not helping the pain. And I was scared to death. Didn't quite know what was going on. Was afraid of what would happen, but yet very excited. Because that's one thing too. They immediately welcome you. You immediately feel everybody comes up. So that's the one thing. Even coming in scared to death and numb, they don't let you be. I know 2 people with MS, and I know they're struggling. And all you have to do is show up, and they take care of you, and they do the rest. The things that they do here, it's truly amazing. And I believe in it with all my heart. Boy, if there's anybody out there standing on the fence, I was there for 2 years. Don't do it. Don't wait. Don't be in misery that long. It's not worth it. Come here. They've saved my life. Period. And give it a chance. I'm the most hard-headed of anybody, believe me.